Welcome everyone back to the Gateway Wars. It's been 2 weeks? We're actually on schedule this time, you guys. Yeah, we're good. FeatherFall Tabletop presents Gateway Wars, brought to you by Skill Splitter Dice, the best dice, metal dice to kill your opponents with, physically and metaphysically. And Found Familiar Coffee, the coffee of gamers for those bright and early games. How are you guys all doing?
Not bad, not bad.
Good.
I'm awake, so that's a good thing.
Glad to make it to one of these.
Hey, you've got a 50-50 batting average right now.
Oh yeah, I hear that's the number you want in baseball. Boy, oh boy, that's where you put your money.
Hey, I mean, isn't everything in life a 50-50?
It either happens or it doesn't. That's true. The bane of all statistics.
I just think it's funny. You talk about batting average, and my head goes to cricket, and yours is baseball.
Oh, I mean, I would rather it cricket. I don't even like baseball. Though it's terrible because of growing up American cinema. Every time I hear cricket, I'm like, you gotta understand what a crumpet is in order to play cricket. Raphael, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Anyway, let's go around the board and introduce yourself and your character. Let's start at the top there, Marlo.
You hear the fizz? Oh no, it died down. I just poured a carbonated water. I am Marlo, and I'm playing Ariana. She is a bard of the College of Nightmares, a homebrewed 5e college, and she uses fear and intimidation tactics instead of inspiration. She can still use inspiration, but that's not her. It's not her modus operandi, if you will. And yeah, she's a little goth girl. And she is my little goth girl. She's my little goth girl heart.
My little goth girl.
Yes. So yeah, I'm excited to be here. Yay.
Art.
It's me. Hello. Wait, 1 second. My apologies. Alright, so hi, I'm Art. I'm playing Aaron Turnbuckle. A little boy, not so bright, pugilist, half-elf. Yeah. Got a good heart. Not that great of a brain. But I think that's all you need right now, right? Because this guy right here, though, he's been beating me up more than I have. No, I'm messing. No, just it's all good over here. Having a great time.
Heck yeah.
Hope you guys like.
Sticks.
Hello, I play Thalrus, the Dragonborn Twilight Cleric, and pretty much right in the middle of both of Ariana and Aaron's mischievous ways, trying to stand somewhere in the middle and work out which way I want to swing. Pretty much. It changes at the mood.
All right. And Wolfskin?
Wolfskin 75. As far as they know, I play a former Runic Empire lieutenant. He's a silver dragonborn, and seems to be good with his fists, doesn't do a lot of spell casting. And that's where I'll leave that.
All right. And the Fed?
I'm playing Georges Velvet Greycoat. I'm a wizard with a private investigator's past, and I've stumbled upon them. Have so far been more baggage to carry. Hoping to change that soon. Probably won't happen.
And unfortunately, Smash, our Spirit of Knowledge, cannot be here today. So hopefully I can run a decent recap without her. So last time, our intrepid adventurers, Georges had left a note for the party and was gone, since he was missing last session, and said to meet at this location, deeper into the actual city proper, a couple days travel. And just to let you know, that did not turn out well for you. There's been a lot of things in your way, and so what you thought would you would already be at your location, you didn't even make it halfway. So you're not too far from where the rest of the party is actually. Just to simplify things and make it easier on me.
You're saying that my character is useless and incapable of getting to where I need to go? Yeah, that tracks.
I was gonna use nicer words.
I wasn't.
Wolfskin was discovered coming in as a Deus Ex Machina helper, while our friends here, Ariana, Turnbuckle, and Thalgris, were fighting some burlap sack-faced cultists that were big and brutish, and through their fight, they'd also discovered that they were also harboring some sort of demonic or devilish, I should say, presence within themselves that was released upon Thalgris's moonbeam, revealing them to be spined demons, which they then thoroughly dispatched. Actually, a little bit of nicks and tears, but you guys kind of like did a good round robin wallop on them, and especially like the lieutenant being able to just like run straight up the wall and jumping attack was like pretty heroic. Those like I saw it like as a slow motion 300 type scene. I don't know about you guys.
Well, that's the way I pictured it.
And he was also accompanied by two of his NPCs, two of his underlings, and that was Fel and Nardo.
Fel and Nardo, yep.
Fel and Nardo, who are now currently keeping watch out the front door of a ramshackle building right at the edge of the City of Crazies, just about to enter the city proper, where you guys were having a conversation, making a plan, catching each other up on what had happened the last 15 years, and what you guys have been doing, and Aaron not taking the information so well, and kind of overwhelmed by everything going on, had told everyone to kind of F off and stormed off. Thalgris followed not too far behind, explained to his friends that like, conversation's not over, but I need to catch up with my friend. So, that's where we left off. Does that feel right, everyone?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's start with Georges.
Oh no.
The city proper has gone through some changes since the last time you were in there. There seems to be some new buildings on fire that have turned to rubble, that have kind of blocked off some streets. There's been like overturned carts. There have been small crowds of undead that you'd rather avoid. But overall, what you thought would be quick travels, trying to backtrack the way you came, turned out to be more of a maze than it was before. Deciding to err on the way of safety, probably started to head back towards the previous safe house, which was the one they are currently stationed at. You are not there currently? If that's not railroading you too much. You weren't here last time, so I'm kind of, playing with it.
So I'm walking back towards them.
Yeah. So, and when I say like when it's like walking back, it's more of like kind of like peering around sides, like being cautious. The city with all of the necromantic issues and the cultists and like hasn't been completely mapped out yet. Even for Wolfskin, you would even know this, Lieutenant, is that like the city proper is kind of always in flux, just like the ramshackle city, and it's it hasn't been completely mapped, like even in all this time, because of there's just so much of the city, and it's so dangerous, and so you only get like little pockets.
So kind of just we would know safe routes, but we don't go and let's see what's on this next street.
Right,
Kind of
like,
deal, right? Is that we're going? Okay.
Yeah, it's like there is much on a map back at the base that has a good chunk explored, but there are still many areas that are still yet to be unearthed. So, Georgius,
Okay.
you're on your way back, and you start to feel a rumble in the ground.
Can I tell what direction it's coming from?
It's coming from deeper in the city.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure I'm not in the way of any falling rubble or like buildings that look like they would definitely fall on me due to that trembling. And I'm probably going to like just move as swiftly as possible, get back to the group, just because at this point I'm probably more concerned about safety and numbers. And on top of that, all them rumble in middle of city.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check and give yourself advantage for the actual like impetus, like the intelligence to look up and watch for falling debris. That's not enough people look up.
Real quick, Harvey, Ginkgo in the chat put 1,000 feathers. I guess to do a giant to rename an NPC or redeem to name an NPC.
Okay,
So
all right.
We want an NPC named Giant called Arnold.
Once
I'm assuming I said that right because it's AHHNOLD. Arnold.
a giant called Arnold.
Yeah.
Okay.
And got a 14 for whether I'm about to get crushed by a rock or not, or see it.
The rumbling isn't enough to cause anything of excessive weight to fall upon you. So nothing like, it's just little debris. Relatively safe. You make good time heading on your way back. Let's see. I'm going to jump to Aaron. Aaron, you left in a huff, rather upset at just everything that's going on. Did you have a goal in mind, or were you just storming off in a general direction?
Just storming off in a general direction.
Okay. While you are just heading just straight down the main corridor, you pop out the safe house and just walk the straightest, fastest route. It's just with not as the clearest path with no crap in your way.
Mm-hmm.
And can I get a perception check from you?
Sure. Okay, let's see. La 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 la. 12.
You don't know how to place it, but you do feel something's wrong. There's something off.
I stop. I look quickly behind my back, see if anyone's behind me.
There's nothing behind
Anyway.
you that you can see.
I just walk slowly, and every fourth step, I just stop and look behind me again.
So far,
And
nothing is seen when you turn around.
I take off my hood and I look and I just like, hello.
When you say hello, you could have swore you saw something by the main gates of the city proper. And it was just a small shadow that ducks away.
I pop the hood up again and I chase after it.
All right, give me an athletics check. Thalgris. You step outside, not long after. He's already wandered off. When you look both ways, the Nardo and Fell both point in the direction and say, "Oh yeah, I think your friend went that way," and point you in the right path. And he's pretty easy to spot as you start walking the main trek. And there he is, kind of in the middle of the road, and he pulls his hood up all of a sudden after you kind of hear an exclamation, and he runs out of your sight.
I got a 20.
Oh. Okay. The shadow runs off into between the buildings of the city proper and the castle wall. And it looks like it runs alongside one of the buildings and darts off to the side, and you are quickly catching up. Thalgris. Your comrade darts with incredible speed.
I pick up the pace, chase after.
Can I get a perception check from you?
9.
Excellent. Ariana and the lieutenant. It is just you two having the last of this conversation with the two guards out front. I want both of you to do a perception check, but you have disadvantage.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
I'm going to send this to you, sir. It's 13.
13.
But I'll show you why I'm sending this to you. This is something else.
I got 9.
A 9? Okay. Okay, so Lieutenant, while you're having the conversation and Thalgris left, he's like, we're tabling this for now. I'll be back, just seeing my friend. And you start to bring up kind of more catching up of what's been going on. When you can feel it. There is a faint murmuration in the ground. Yeah, your your mooks don't hear anything or feel anything.
Okay. I'm gonna just like, we'll be like, blah 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 blah, and I'll just say shh, and I'll grab my hand axe and I'll motion for the other one back, just like.
Yeah.
I grab it. It's like, we got to go, and I'm gonna go out the door.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So as soon as I get out the door and I see them two, I'll say hi. I'll just say high alert, blue flame, and I'll start moving.
So this is what plays out as everyone starts kind of assembling outside to kind of figure out what this rumbling is. You are chasing a mysterious figure, Aaron. Thalgris, you're just chasing Aaron, oblivious to what's going on. Velvet, you kind of felt this coming, and you've been moving further away from it, and you're actually starting to see movement up ahead from your allies.
Oh, lovely.
You can see Thalgris. Aaron has already kind of booked it off of the beaten path. But Thalgris is kind of like in the main gateway, like just stomping through.
Can I yell to get his attention? Not yell, but kind of like, because I don't I'm not dumb enough to be full yell, but can I like a hey, like one of those?
Roll a performance check.
I think this might be the one place where I'm qualified to do such a thing. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay. According to that dice roll, I might just yell it because that's a 4. According to that dice roll, I might just. I think I just scream at the top of my lungs to Thalgris. Apparently.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Oh, no,
Hey!
you shouldn't say perfect.
Thalgris! So you say that, and the rumbling starts to get stronger, and now you can hear a sound to come with it. As you guys are, as you yell that, Thalgris, you're more than welcome to respond, and you can hear you can hear your friends coming up from behind, or Lieutenant and Ariana.
I'm just gonna call out to Aaron. Aaron!
Maybe too far to hear him, or
As you look over your shoulder and determine, it's like, wait, was that Thalgris? That's when all of you finally catch sight of this thing. Imagine 2 dozen people sewn together in an odd tapestry, like an arm sewn where a neck is, a leg sewn into the abdomen, a flesh golem of enormous size. Oh no! As this thing comes clamoring and rolling over itself. Not only was this creature made in a bodybuilding competition, he used the competition. But as this clamoring mound of flesh is slapping its arms along the ground, making itself roll haphazardly, it has also amassed a herd of zombies that are trailing in its wake. The shout from Velvet has inspired them, has urged them on, as the wet, slapping flesh sound of the rolling homunculus flesh golem giant Arnold comes rolling down the main thoroughfare, with all the zombies following along it, some of them getting grabbed up in the process and on the back end, and as it rolls forward, they're getting flung up in the air as zombies are now getting thrown through the sky, heading towards your position.
Do you remember, like, maybe 5 minutes ago, where I said that I was like extra baggage for the group, and you were like, "Nah, you're being hard on yourself." Anyways, let's continue.
That was a lie.
Yeah. As I scream at the top of my lungs and alert a flesh golem. Fantastic.
Now, what do you wish to do?
I will, at this point, as it's too late for me to not have called it, yell to Thalgris, who I'm sure is now making direct eye contact with me, let's get the fuck out of here. Actually, no, to stay in character, to stay in my appropriate character, I'll turn to him. I'll say, I do believe it's time to go.
I'm just running, pelting after Aaron.
Now, this is where I intentionally split the party. Amongst the chaos and the chasing after each other and the weaving in and out, if you guys don't mind this little bit of railroading, the horde itself is too big to be taken on by just the 5 of you. The flesh golem itself, Arnold, alone, you could possibly, that looks like a fight you can handle, but with the 20-odd extra zombos, everyone's running. Everyone's fleeing. It's chaos. You're turning left, you're turning right. The horde is dispersing throughout the city. And then when you're calm and everyone can catch their breath, you guys are split up into teams of 2. Thalgris, You come ripping around the corner, and Velvet, you come ripping around the same corner and meet up and see each other in the crossroads, in some alleys. Ariana, you are what looks to be in some sort of merchant district with Nardo, one of the lieutenant's men. The lieutenant, you're with Fell, so you're on your own with your buddy.
Oh, great.
And Aaron, you get holed up in a nook in a wall as zombies are passing by, and you look down, and there's a gnome, wide-eyed, with like a small tuft of hair on top and a little goatee, dressed in just the most it looks like putting multiple different parts of clothes and armor that you could find and just patchworking it together. And he's also up against the wall. Are they gone?
I peek out. Hope so. Who are you?
Who are you?
I asked you first.
I'm Fitz.
You're small. You could probably fit in anything.
What's that supposed to mean? You're not too
Oh,
big
no.
yourself there, Elfie.
Sorry, it's been a weird day. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I get it. Unfortunately, I was running from that, and then you ran after me, and I thought you were another crazy, so I ran. But you're smarter than I mean, after I got a good look at you, you're obviously, you're not covered in shit.
I look at my mud-covered clothes. Maybe a little bit.
Now you don't smell like it. I can tell.
Fair. What is it?
What?
What is it? The thing, the big old thing. What was it?
That's a failure.
That's what my mom called me. What? No.
That's a terrible thing to say to a child. But of course, I'm sure that your children don't try to murder you.
That's your baby.
I mean, yes,
You did that.
I did. Oh, shh. And he quiets down and holds himself against the wall real tight as a small band of zombies kind of walk by. Can we talk somewhere else? This place sucks.
Sure, I'll follow you. Go.
And he starts marching off down some alleyways and taking into some like really tight alleys that you even have to like kind of sidewalk or like crab walk through because it's so narrow. And while he's leading you, he's just talking. He's like, yeah, you gotta work with the materials you got, and there's just a lot of dead bodies around here. So I thought if I made something to defend myself, fight fire with fire. Yeah, it didn't work.
Well, obviously that thing looks like it wants to kill you. I don't know why you want to do that. Like, you don't mess with the dead. That's.
I mean, have you looked around? That's what we do here. That's all you can do.
No, I don't do that.
We should find some place to like hide out. Just hunker down. Keep going this way.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
and as I'm following, let's say, my name's Aaron, by the way, and keep walking.
Oh, I was just gonna call you Elf. Yeah. Oh, Aaron, nice to meet you. I'm Fitzgibbons.
Keep going.
Going to Thalgris and Georges. After you had met up together by happenstance, like I said, you're kind of in between like a crossroads in kind of a urban area, kind of a middle class area. And
Sorry
it's
for yelling back there.
I didn't really hear you, to be honest. I'm just trying to get up to Aaron. I don't know where he's running.
He's running out here in this city.
Yes, it's. I wouldn't want to be in here for much longer than we already have to be anyway.
I agree. It seems like a weird city to take a midnight jog in, but I suppose. Well, did you see which way he went? Maybe we could find him. No, I'm not gonna lie. I got a little turned around in the horde.
I mean, I think he went that way, but I saw something else as well, so he could be anywhere now.
You're talking about the meat thing.
Yeah, you saw that too?
Yeah, that's why I yelled to you, was to warn you about that. But it's nice to know that we are both on the same page now, given the circumstance.
I mean, I guess we should continue on trying to catch up.
I have an idea. The zombies that I saw were definitely attracted to sound.
So
Am I correct that you are magic? You can do magic?
Yes, you want me to make a big sound?
Well, I also have, I dabble with prestidigitation. I figured if we both do prestidigitation in the same area, we can force the zombies to any location that we want. Might be able to move through the city at our own pace. Help us find, people.
Yeah, I guess. Do we need to prepare a defense first? I mean, if we're talking zombies, I can stop them from getting to us, or at least try.
I'm not going to say no to the offer.
All right. I'll use thaumaturgy and just bellow. Let's make as loud a noise as I possibly can.
So your plan is to cause misdirections on purpose, so that way you can draw them to one area so you can flee to another. Okay.
Yep.
Since you're both doing it, who wants to make the roll with advantage, and it'll be a survival roll? Basically, both of you doing it is helping each other, so one of you is granting advantage to the other.
Now, what I meant by this was that we could use our spell to, make a bang in, a different building. And then while zombies were, in that building trying to find the bang, we would just, walk happily through the streets. I see that the way you're going with it is draw everything to our current location, and we will flee in terror from here. Now, big fan. Let me start by saying that. Big fan of the direction you've chosen to go. Just huge. Can I stop him screaming so I can explain my plan to him?
So, I want you both to roll an initiative check. Because you see Thalgers go...
Okay. Yeah, let me roll some initiative.
Good thing for that advantage, because I rolled a 1 and a 19. So that's an 18 for mine.
Oh! At 20.
Oh! So he's about to bellow, and you have enough time to tell him 6 words. And an action if you need to, but you have 6 words you can say. before he bellows.
No, 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 no. And I'm going to try to clasp my hands on his mouth. Because I'm assuming that he's kind of like doing that thing where you like, I can see his chest just filling with air as he's like leaning back a little bit. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Like, that is not what I meant, not what I meant, not what I meant.
Thalgris, how do you wish to respond?
Pretty much just that.
With your mouth covered. Just...
I then explained to him exactly what I just explained. It's just like, this was my idea. Now, I see where you're going and I enjoy it. But...
Big fan, but...
So with the new plan, who wants to make the roll? I think maybe it should be Velvet making this roll this time.
If we're gonna do my plan, I can take the risk on that, I guess. Like rolling to. So this is a survival roll, or what?
Yes,
what kind of roll is
survival
this?
with advantage.
Oh, lovely. Okay, pull that up then. And my best was a 13 plus 2, so 15.
Okay. The plan seems to go off pretty well. You're able to coordinate with each other, create a large sound, large flash, large bang, off in a neighboring building as far away from you as possible, to direct the tension there while you guys can bugger off. And for the most part, it seems like it has done the trick. Ariana, you are in the merchant district with Nardo, and he's like the kind of more has more leadership kind of capability. Like he's like the lieutenant's like probably like right hand, I would assume. Does that sound about right? And so he's like, we should regroup. Where did you see where the others went?
No, I was a little distracted by the, sewn together meat bag coming after us.
Yeah, Mr. Slappy?
Is that his name? Mr. Slappy?
All I kept hearing was in guttural.
Gotcha.
But these roads seem rather clear. I think we've lost them.
Yeah, it appears so. I don't know where we would regroup. The logical choice is where we all kind of separated, but what do you think?
I don't have the map.
Oh. Maybe we can get on top of a building or something, see if we can see somebody, figure our way out of here.
Oh, yes, ma'am. And he immediately just runs over to a nearby building, and as soon as he starts to climb on it, a bright flash of yellow energy, like a lightning bolt, suddenly strikes, and he flings backwards, and he's on the ground, and it just patwap. Not like it wasn't lightning, and it didn't have the thunder sound with it. It was just more of like, imagine someone hit you in the head with a 2x4 level of sound. I know it's a weird measurement of sound I'm giving, but it's like a sturdy crack sound.
Mm-hmm.
As he's laying on the ground, and you see on this merchant's building, and it's there's a warble of energy that's quivering and then stops, and it says, Stephen Ladimons, antiquities and gems, and then there's like a little warning sign that says warded warded by it's something along the lines. I'm sorry. It's warded. Don't even think about it.
Oh,
Ha ha.
are you okay?
And he's just like looking back and forth while on the ground to see if anything heard him. No, as far as you know. He just kind of sits up on his elbows and just shakes his head. The house hit me.
Yeah, that was strange. Some sort of warding looks like. And she points to the sign. Maybe we should read before we climb.
And yes, looking at the building, it is more intact than everything else around it. It's dark inside. There's some graded. There's like kind of like a bank, an old school bank teller. There's like a bunch of bars with like a little shelf underneath. But inside the room that you can see is dark from where you're at.
So keeping away from touching it, she gets as close as possible to kind of peer inside to see if she can see what's inside this place. Does it look like someone's been here recently? Obviously it's still warded, but is there somebody who potentially could be here?
Give me a perception check. Actually, an investigation check.
Investigate. 15.
And you have natural dark vision, correct?
I
'Cause I believe it was only Steven who didn't have dark vision.
Yes, I do.
As you peer in, everything in your vision comes out as kind of a black and white grayscale in your dark vision, and you can see that there's a wall with different items stored on them with different like price tags on them, and like little display cases, and there's some a money drawer, and then in the corner there's just a zombie just standing there in the corner. Now, it could be just a corpse standing upright.
So touching the building at all is going to cause that ward to kind of whap me.
It looked like it was when he tried to like grab onto the edge of the roof of this, like it's like a one-story building.
Oh, okay. So like trying to like scale it. Is there a door nearby, or like this is sort of like a teller window, you said, so it'd be like somewhere where you'd service somebody through this window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there's a side door off to the the left side of the building.
I think rather than going to the door, she would like lean forward and just speak, like not loud, but enough that into the room so it's not like echoing out into the street. Excuse me? Hello?
And this undead humanoid, could have been human or elf, half elf, some lithe humanoid, in what looked to be had once been nice silken clothes with a jaunty cap, but has been heavily moth-eaten, and gets to the teller window, and its empty eye sockets just stare back at you, and it puts its hand underneath the grating towards you. While you think about that, Lieutenant.
Yes.
When the fleeing started, Fell immediately was up on the rooftops and kept an eye on you. And as soon as things quieted down, he leaps right down by your side.
Okay.
You saw that, right?
That was that slapper.
Thing was,
Yeah.
sir. I mean, we've seen a lot here, but that's new.
That is new. And pretty disgusting. Look, what we need to do is get back to base.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Naro will think of that the first thing, and we'll rendezvous back with them. If not, we'll go get Jello and Tello and come back out and look for them. But it's not safe for only the two of us, and the more noise we make looking for that, we'll draw that.
Yeah.
Thing back out. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of forward back to the base. We're gonna find where we are, get back to the path we know, pull our tabards on, like our full-on tabards, and head out.
Yes, sir. And he immediately he starts opening up his pack and pulling out the tabard that you had him put away. And he also pulls out the map. He's like, okay, I think if we go past the square, I mean, it's pretty open. So if there's, I mean, it'll give us maneuverability, but not a lot of places to hide. But it will save us time.
Right. But we need to be very cautious. We don't need to draw any attention whatsoever. We're way off to. I look at the map too, to kind of get a good idea where we are. We need to get back to the base as soon as possible without any kind of distractions whatsoever. We need to get the crew, and we need to head back out.
Please help! Help!
Can't hear you, sir.
Please help! Help! You hear the voice
What?
of a small child while you're giving these instructions, shouting for help.
Oh.
Complications!
I look at Fell, and
No distractions, right?
yeah, no, we got to do this one. I know. Come on, I tap him on the back, and we'll head out.
How'd they wander so far into freaking Dead Town? Stinky
Oh
crazy.
no, this is absolutely completely a trap.
Oh, okay. So I should.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just like starts pulling out his weapons. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Completely a trap. I'll head out.
All right. Give me a survival roll. Fell is no help.
A 10.
A 10 gets you in the right area. You're tracking down the sound, and it wasn't even like a loud help. It was like a muffled help, a subdued help. And you come across a building that is partially caved in, and there's this like little girl. She's a dwarf little girl, and she hasn't even grown in her first whiskers yet, and she's like pinned by some beams, and it looks like it's recent damage, possibly by the big thing that the Arnold that had rolled by, possibly caused enough shaking. And
And
she's
so
just like, help.
I'm gonna look at her and do that. And I'm going to is she like, where is she, like, give me kind of an idea. Am I on one side of the road, she's on the other, or?
Yes, actually that's you read my mind. And it's literally like she's partially like more like in the middle of the building, and you can kind of just see like a tiny little hand and like just make out the face. Because you also have dark vision, don't you?
Yeah. Does Dragonborn?
Yeah, all Dragonborn. Yeah, Dragon.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Okay, so I'm how deep, like, I'm gonna send Fell. I'm gonna say, like, do a perimeter sweep real quick, and I'll head in. But I'm gonna do this as quietly as possible.
All right, go ahead and roll me a stealth. Fell just got a nat 20. So on his perimeter check.
I did not. I got an 8 in stealth. I'm like, crunch.
Hey, there's only 3. They're kind of running in a little circle. I think we're good.
Okay, shh, crunch, 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 crunch.
And yeah, you when you get closer, you do see the girl is like heavily emaciated, sunken in features, definitely struggling.
So I'm gonna do my best to get her out of, like, what is trying to kind of recreate the situation, engineer it. So I'm not gonna like move a brick and then something's gonna follow on her. I'm gonna see how to get her out the
Okay.
safest way possible.
Okay. Let me. Let's I'd say roll a survival check.
Okay. Oh, that's really good. Oh, so 12. Oh, it's better than I've been rolling, so it's good to me.
Yeah, it looks like if you just it looks like a beam literally had cracked and had pinned her down, and as long as you
Okay.
move those two beams, you should be fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna call Fell over, and we're gonna move these two beams out.
Oh,
And I said, prepare. Like, what I'm gonna do, I'm telling him, it's like when we move the beams and push the beams out, we're gonna grab her and we're gone. No
Okay.
more distractions.
all
Okay.
right, good to know.
Yep.
Oh, I got a 16.
What do you want to roll? Strength check?
Yes. Athletics.
Athletics. Oh, good. Yes. 17.
Perfect. You both lift up each of your sides, and she's able to kind of meekly crawl out from underneath.
I said, hold on, little girl. We're about to go. And I'll like pick her up and put her on my shoulder like this, and we're booking it.
All right. And you guys immediately start charging away with the tiny dwarf girl in your hands.
Yep. And we're headed out.
Aaron, as you've been following Fitzgibbons, the winding path starts to get confusing. All these houses starting to look the same, and it's weaving in, out, in, out. Perception check.
Six.
All right, and now give me a nature check.
Five.
Really giving him every opportunity here.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah. No. It's just not no.
As you he's leading through, and you cannot keep track, and you can't tell true north. Everything's getting this way and that, and you're not sure if even Fitzgibbons knows where he's going.
All right. I guess I don't yell, but I just kind of I don't know. I don't want to make too much noise. I just like run, see if I catch up to him, and just stop, get in front of him or behind him, grab him by the shoulder, and it's like, "Aye," like softly,
What?
"Aye,
What?
Where are you taking me?"
Away from that.
Where are we?
Further away from that.
Are you sure? Because I have no idea where the heck we are right now. This is not good.
I mean, I think it's good. We're alive, aren't we? And we're far away from my baby Arnold. We're good, okay? Because, I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, hey, Arnold, just.
I grab him from his shoulder, pick him up, and kind of put him on my back like a kid, and like, we're going up.
Oh. Give me an athletics check.
Please.
You've killed the gnome.
8.
You climb up. You get up to the top. Hey! As you look down and he's fallen on his back. What the hell?
I climb back down. I was like, all right. Hold on to me. All right. We're going to go straight up again. I don't want to drop you. We're going up. All right. I say this all softly, so like we just whispered to him.
Okay, all right. Give me another roll, but with yeah, just give me another straight roll.
Straight roll. Please be good.
You've already taken some hit points off of him. It's fine. What'd you get?
I got a 5.
You're gonna drop him to death.
Do you want to roll a d6 for damage? Do you want to do that? I only gave him 1 damage last time. Do you want to give him a d6?
Okay.
You want to roll that? You want to roll that damage that you gave him?
I gave him 3 extra damage.
You gave him 3. You gave him 4. You gave this poor gnome 4 damage.
3. Oh, 3.
Oh,
4.
Yeah,
4.
4. All right, 4. Okay.
Okay.
Oh God, no! Stop it! I don't. What do you see? Just tell me what you see up there. God.
I just like fine. Don't move though. And then I start climbing up.
All right. Give me another athletics check to climb back up by yourself.
Finally, dang.
It's all that extra weight, man. Gnome weight. You gotta watch it.
20. I got a 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're just like, just toss yourself right up there, no problem. And go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage. If you need it.
Nat 20.
So you're looking, you're scanning around. Let's see. You can actually make out signs of where everyone is at. They are some distance. But you can see signs of, like, hey, I see a couple of figures moving, like, walking faster than zombies do over there. I see a couple of figures over there also, like, moving, like, not like zombies do. I think that's probably my friends. But the thing that draws your eye the most is there seems to be a small plaza in this middle class neighborhood area. It's like a small little park with one very large tree, and there seems to be some lights, like maybe not torchlight. It's just like one constant emanating light, and it's been constantly dark and dreary in this city, so it's like kind of a nice change of pace. And you can only like see the top of the tree and like, you know, a little bit of the trunk of it, but you can't see the base of it. But you can see that there seems to be a lit up spot.
I climb back down and I relay all this information to my new little friend. All right, first off, sorry for dropping you, but I mean to. Got it. And I grab his arms like, you need to work on legs, all right?
Work on what?
You're scrawny. All right. So what I'm trying to say, and I relay back the information about where all my friends are. Yeah, so I found him. I found my friends.
Wait, there's more than you?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah! Huh. Wait, are you guys getting out of here? Can I come with?
Well, sure. Why? If we'll go talk. I'll talk to them when we get there. All right, we'll go to it. And then
Nothing, God.
I want to ask him. Hey, you. Quick question.
What?
Since you did that thing, can you do that sparkly magic thing?
I mean, it's more of a science magic. I mean, yeah, I got a little in the tank. Why?
All right, I got an idea. Maybe we could do like a thing so my friends can see and kind of lead them towards that way. And I point towards the light. We want to go there. Looks like there's big space. Maybe a good place to beat up. I don't know. There's lights. You know what it means, people. So maybe people.
You want me to make a sign for everyone to know to go here? To where?
well, it's like this. All right. So we go this way, right? Point to a direction. We make a little sign every other place. So that way it's like a little, like a trail kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, I don't got that much. I mean, I can make like maybe some. I make one big sign. I can do it like one big, like, eat at Joe's, like just. We're right here. Like I can do that.
That can work. I just need to let them know. I just need to let them know that we're good, that we're going somewhere to meet us there. If you can do something like that, because I can't. If you can, do that, please, and I'll keep you alive.
To where?
I point back to that, or you said where the
tree.
place were, the tree area. Yeah.
I'll lead the way. Back to Thalgris and Georges. Your plan went off without a hitch. The cacophony has drawn the attention of the local undead, and your walkabout goes unassailed. Where are you guys headed to?
I was following you. So,
And you
boy, oh
distracted
boy,
me,
do
so I don't know which way to go now.
Oh, dude, I have baggage.
Can I make a normal sort of check or something to see if I can work it out from where I am, which way we should go?
Yeah, you could like do like in a survival check to maybe like catch the trail of like maybe where Aaron might have gone, like where you might have been separated at. You know, get your bearings on which way's north at least.
I was just gonna climb to the top of the closest building, the tallest closest building, and just do a whole, like I'm sure there's like I don't know what's are these all like 2 stories?
I
don't know.
Yeah, this is all like a bunch of like 1 and 2 story buildings.
Is there like a
Basically, the further into the city proper, the bigger the buildings get. It's like, the higher class society is further and further.
okay.
Kind of like Attack on Titan. The further in the rings you get, the higher the buildings are getting.
Okay.
You see as Thalgris is like, never eat weedy sog bits. That way. I rolled a 7.
Oh, man. So, yeah, you definitely know which way is which. So you just start heading there, and as you start like kind of power walking in the direction, you kind of look over and you can see that that Velvet. Go ahead and roll athletics for climbing a 2-story building.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm gonna fall, and for my next trick, I will fall off a 2-story building. All right, let's see what I get here. Oh, cool, 17.
He does a good job. It's slow going, but you eventually get yourself to the top of the 2nd-story building, and you can see Thalgris starting to march off in a direction, and you kind of look around in perception check.
And for my next trick, I'll call a flesh golem on us.
Slappy! Arnold!
11.
11. Yeah, you climb up to the top there, and it's right as Aaron came down from his spot. And you look around, and you just missed each other, and you can't spot him. But you also can't really see where the undead went. They definitely scattered amongst the city after the wave passed you all. Like when you guys scattered, the wave scattered as well, and you guys lost them all. But now like there's no cohesive mob to keep track of. Now they're all just kind of here and there. You definitely corralled them to where you guys had last been, but you've lost track of where Arnold is.
I have an idea, but I can't say it's a great one because I don't I'm saying all this to Thalgris if he can hear me. I don't know if zombies react to light. I haven't. I see some zombies anywhere nearby within a reasonable distance.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
That's something that I should. Yeah, I'm good at that. That's what I've been waiting for. I need to quit my job, dude. 7. That's a 7.
Yeah, you just can't spot anything. I'll give you this though. You do see the way that Thalgris is going, if he just redirects by just just a couple of degrees, he's almost headed towards where a large plume of black smoke is coming from. And by large, I don't mean like wide, voluminous, more like it's a small plume, but it's very high up in the sky. And it's like a lot thicker and darker compared to like the average, little fires here and there, and it's definitely a thicker, gaseous form.
Can I run a plan by you, my scaled friend?
Can I hear him from here? Because I'm still walking off.
Go ahead and roll perception, and Velvet, why don't you roll a performance for me?
Oh, because this went great last time.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see. All right, that's a +1. All right, I feel confident.
Will he bring out
Shouldn't
the
have.
football head?
Yep. Hey, dude, if I were you, I'd start flying. 5. Just another scream at the top of my lungs.
10.
You hear him just fine as he's like, "Hey, Thalgris, I've got a plan."
Dude, come on.
I'll turn around and
Hate
just
me.
throw my hands out like a shrug and just go, do I hear anything else coming?
Give me a perception check. And I gotta do my perception check. So
Yeah, I hear nothing. That's a 6.
So far, everything feels fine. Everything seems fine. You know what? Everything is fine. You're fine.
I'm now motioning Thalgris over to me, so I don't have to yell. See if that works. Try military hand signals, I guess. I don't know.
I'll run back and climb up the building to where he is.
You're gonna climb up. Okay. Roll an athletics.
19.
You just pop up a seat right next to him on the top of this second-story building, kind of just overlooking the city.
As he climbs up
what's
and
up?
stands right in front of me and is like, "What's up?" I just there's just a brief pause and I go, "I have wings, right?" Like I just watched him climb up this building and I'm like, "You have wings, right?"
Yeah,
okay.
I do, but I can only use them a limited amount of times.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So I shouldn't ask you to fly over that smoke and figure out what that is from like a safe distance. Probably not a good idea, huh?
I mean, I can do that. I just got to decide when I want to use them. Do you think this is a good
Gotcha.
time?
Okay. I would argue if we're on a a search mission, it's just something about having, that bird's eye view that seems in this moment what's the word I'm looking for?
Beneficial?
Yeah, we'll go with that one. So now that we've cooked up the idea of you flying, here's my second idea. I'm gonna say Morse code probably. Does Morse code exist in this world?
You know what? You want to invent it?
Make it
that
canon.
will not be beneficial to my uses. People trying to wish. I'm like, don't worry, I just invented this. They'll know what it means.
You know what? Give me a history check to see if there is a military language that you can unearth from your knowledge that would be beneficial.
Another +5. Come on, Lord. Dude, I am the dumbest private investigator to ever live. I don't think I've ever solved a mystery. I don't think I've ever found a clue.
This is your first case.
I'm pretty sure I wear a coat and I walk around with a pipe. That is the only thing.
You're the flasher, man.
Oh my god.
Here's the
With
What'd
a
you get?
+5, that's a 7.
Wow.
Wow. I forgot what we were doing, man. I literally just forgot what you're doing that for because of how ridiculous that just happened. Like, wow.
A world type of Morse code.
Yeah,
Do
Morse
I know
code.
it?
Yeah,
Nope.
no, you the idea of like a tapping message is like no, you're not a rogue. You don't know no like freaking
Thieves can't.
thief can't. Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'm just gonna. Oh. I don't know if that would work. Okay. Okay. So here's my plan. I know the cantrip light.
Yes.
If you want to just fly around the city, I will like touch you or something you're wearing. You'll just be a giant beacon of light, and then every now and then you can be like, "Hey, up here, hey guys." But the thing is, I don't know if zombies react to light. As we've established, I am far too bad at investigating to find any near us to test my theory beforehand. So,
Do you have
do you like gambling?
do you have the keen mind feat?
I do have a feat, but I do know what time of day it is. It's that one. I have that one.
But
Hold on,
I believe
have
it,
it.
you remember everything within the last month.
Yes, increase your intelligence score. You always know which way is north. Yes, accurate recall anything you have seen or heard within a number of past months equal to your intelligence modifier.
Okay.
And my intelligence modifier is +5.
You
So,
have
for the max 4. So last 4 months, yeah.
You have encountered zombies, so if there's anything you wish to delve into your memory to think about and deduce, like a Sherlock Holmesian style, you're more than welcome to do that because you've already
I'm gonna go-
encountered and dealt with zombies.
I'm gonna go history. Does light?
Have
Do
you
they
seen any
do they
clues
light?
of them being light sensitive?
Finally, the Lord has looked upon me and said, "It is your time, my son." 23.
As far as you know, there unless the undead like has eyes, like a ghoul, or any other type of undead that still has its eyes. It seems that the eyeless ones, like skeletons and zombies, most likely you have not seen them react to light. Like they're not drawn to light from what you've seen from your deductions.
Do I recall seeing eyes on the golem? It was a mass of body parts.
There were eyes, multiple sets.
Relay all this to Thalgris, and then I just kind of like shrugged my shoulders and like I like motion like in one hand I'm weighing one thing, in the other hand I'm weighing another, and I'm like, like where are we going? What are we doing?
I just look back at him and I'm like, you know what? That's a great plan. I love it. But I just realized I can't do the flying right now.
I thought you were gonna say great plan. I love it. Big fan. But so I'll just be like, okay.
Are these buildings at least close enough to be able to run rooftops?
Yes, we did establish that there was. Oh wait, no, that was in City of Crazies. Let's see. Yeah, no, here
That-
you're kind of in like a middle class district. Yeah, the you would still have to do some athletic checks, but you could definitely jump building to building.
I was going to say that's how we got here. That's how we cover most of the time. Yeah. So
Well, I'm going to slap on some guidance on myself and start doing that.
Okay. Go ahead and give me one athletics roll, and Velvet, if you're following after, go ahead and do the same.
Is there any wind? Is it windy? Any wind at all?
There
Yeah,
is
there is a decent breeze.
There is a steady, decent breeze that is kind of wafting from the oceans, from the way of the ocean south wind. That's causing a kind of salty fish smell mixing in with the putrid undead smell.
Fantastic. Hey, Thalgris, do you have rope in your backpack?
No, I do not. As I take a running jump and plummet off the side. I rolled a 7 and then a 2 on the guidance.
Dude, we're gonna die.
Can you roll an acrobatics for me as you fall?
Oh my god.
Where's my d6? There you are.
And that was a 10 with the guidance of 3.
Okay. And that's for your falling?
Yep.
Okay. You take 6 points of damage as you try to take like a leap out, but your foot slips, so it just looks like you just like stepped and it went whoop, and just fell straight down and just kind of just started to topple and just hit the ground hard on your back, just splayed out.
Oh.
How loud was it? It was okay. Velvet.
I'm gonna peer over the building, like the camera angle would be from the ground looking up, and my head just comes out over it, and I go, "No, when people are lost, they say the best thing to do is stay put and signal for help. I vote we do that." And then my head disappears back over the thing. I'm just going to, out of what I have in my bag, which is the rope and all that, I'm going to construct a kite. And I'm going to touch the kite with light and then put that up into the air.
Wait. What do you wait. Okay. All right. So what materials are you using to build a kite?
I have let me go to my bag, equipment. I have clothes, fine clothes, because these are my social outerwear clothes. Not to brag. So I'm going to cut those up. And I'm going to use those as the kite. And then I have my tinderbox, which I'm assuming is like little sticks. I'll use those for the sticks.
A tinderbox is kind of like the equivalent of a medieval lighter. It's all the materials to like start fire.
Oh. Don't even worry about it. The next thing on here is torches. So those got to be like, little some type of sticky thingy, I hope. And then I have 50 feet of hempen rope, so at least it'll get roughly 50 feet in the air.
I should
top
mention
of a
as
two-story
well
building.
that I rolled a concentration check on the guidance and rolled a 3, so I've lost the guidance.
Oh my God, you're built. Okay, so, falling off the building, taking 6 points of damage. Guidance disappears. Building a kite MacGyver style.
I mean, I've got a +4 in strength and con, and I failed both.
I'm going to say, look, you didn't need to create any bad guys whatsoever. The team itself is destroying itself.
Man, I told you, dude. Just baggage. Baggage.
Give me a survival. Unless there's another skill you can think of to craft a kite with that you can convince me on.
I will argue. No,
a straight intelligence check.
Let me see how good that is in my. I'm a smart guy.
Sure.
Don't worry,
I'm
if
a real
even when your points are high, it doesn't mean you win. Trust me.
17.
Ooh.
17.
You construct a makeshift kite. And your goal is to cast light upon it.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch it and cast light.
And
I
then-
do think I know what's going to happen.
All right, roll performance.
It does worry me, but I also think the party being together would be very beneficial at this point.
Yeah, go ahead and roll
Because,
performance
yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Keep it afloat.
Okay. Rolling. 18.
Okay. Like a reverse Ben Franklin, you emanate light from your kite up into the sky. We're going to cut back over to Ariana. You look surprised. Okay, so Ariana, you've got the undead shopkeeper hand reaching out for you from underneath the bars. And you have Nardo, like, keeping watch.
Ariana looks puzzled for a moment, but then reaches into her bag, pulls out 3 gold coins, and places them in the hand, just on a whim.
And it waves its hand towards his wares. Would you like a description of the items displayed before you?
Yes, please.
Okay. A fine purple velvet cloak.
Ooh.
A thick or a wide bladed dagger made of glass.
Ooh.
A ring with an eye insignia. A cloth sheet with 4 weights on the bottom, or on the corners. A regular-looking pouch. A crystalline-looking dagger in matching sheath. A rapier of masterwork craftsmanship. A small bag of flour. A single glove with a snake-like symbol upon it. And a set of goggles.
Looking down the like across each item. How many can I get? Just one?
It does not move or make any action or noise.
Can I tell anything about any of the abilities any of these items might carry? Without touching them or like handling them at all?
What would you like to roll for that? Convince me.
Arcana?
Okay. To recognize certain magical properties?
A sigil or,
Okay.
an aura
Okay.
or something.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
22.
22.
Yeah.
Which
Do you
item
want me to
did you want
focus
to look at?
Yeah. I was about to say, let me focus it on an item. The glove with the snake on it.
Upon further examination, it looks to be a single fingerless glove with, it's not a snake, but it looks like a coiled rope upon it.
Coiled rope. Can I tell anything about like what it might do with that roll?
Let me double check one thing. You can tell there's transmutation power coming from it.
Okay. No. Okay. The purple cloak.
Roll.
What do you want me to roll for?
Arcana again. You're gonna have to roll for
Arcana.
each one if you're going to try to define them or try to
Okay.
identify them all.
20.
20. Okay, let me check something.
To give you real quick, Harvey in chat, the Oddball Show named an NPC Corgi.
Fuck.
Just to let you know, just to give you up.
The Oddball Show. You know who that is, right?
Mm.
It's fucking Steven. He's haunting us from beyond the grave. God damn it. I love you, Steven.
Wait, does he have your wolf? Is that what he called him?
What? Corgi?
No, my wolf. Corgi?
Yeah, your wolf.
Your wolf's name is now Corgi.
Wolf name is now Corgi.
Wolf dead. Dick.
Wolf, Wolf's not dead. Got a new home. In this time space continuum.
With a bunch of dead things. Okay, so Ariana, you get a illusion magic coming from the cloak.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the cloak.
So you point the cloak and it goes over and grabs it and pushes it under the slot. And then goes back into its corner and stops moving. It is
I'm gonna take the cloak.
Oh,
I'm sorry, go
I was
ahead.
going to say, it's a deliciously crushed velvet purple cloak on the outside and black interior. Could also be
I have you do a
reversible.
little shopping for me. I was saying, can I have her do a little shopping for me? I'll Venmo you.
Oh, hey, I just got on my crystal ball. Looks like I just got a whole bunch of gold coins.
Yeah, I'm gonna undo my cloak, throw this one around me, and put it on. See what happens. If I can feel what I'm gonna do, what's gonna happen here.
You would have to rest and really study upon it. So it'd have to be a long rest or someone with an identify spell.
Ah. You don't have that. Okay. Still gonna wear it though.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Turn back to Nardo and say, little shopping trip. Never hurt anybody.
Oh. Do I have money? No. Oh, well, I takes off his helmet, slips it underneath, and puts it in the drawer. It shambles forward. And would you like to roll a random 1d10 for which one he grabs?
Sure. Let's see. Seven.
That one. No, not that one. Oh, it's too late. And he picks up the small bag of flour and walks over and hands it to him. So, am I practicing to have kids right now? What I really wanted was that sword, but I guess this'll have to. Holy crap! And suddenly, shining in the darkness, you see a glowing mote of light drifting in the currents of the wind, far above you, many, many blocks away.
Well, must be a signal.
glad you went like, huh, that's weird, and then just turned the other, walked in the other direction.
She walks that direction and like trying to be like silent and motions Nardo to follow her.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
Be stealthy. 13.
Okay. As you're sneaking about, you get to the corner of a building, and you kind of, pop out and look both ways, and you see 3 zombies that are just kind of circling each other, just constantly walking in a circle amongst each other. And they look to be humanoid. It's hard to tell. Could be half orc, could be elf, could be human. Can't tell. Mostly desiccated. But they're just kind of like doing their own little ring around the rosy amongst themselves. And as you're like you've got to pull stealthy, you hear of the chainmail that Nardo's wearing as he's like catching up. He's like, "This is just flour," and he just like pours some out. It's like, what? Ah,
our friend Aaron, he uses pocket sand, so maybe you could use it as like you throw it in people's eyes. Maybe that's where the usefulness is.
If you've ever had flour in your eyes, you'd know how effective that is. Holy crap! Oh my god! That shit
Was it self-raising?
But the trio of zombies are kind of they're along like this main road that's kind of in between where that light is coming from and where you're at. You could try to find another way to maneuver, maybe with some more stealth, taking some more back roads, alleys, whatnot. But you sneaking along thus far, you've come across this position.
Trying to see if I had anything that would be effective to kind of like distract them in another direction. Yeah, I can try to just like throw my voice or something. I have prestidigitation, but it's I don't know if it's gonna be helpful at this point.
Well, that's what Velvet used with Thalgris' thaumaturgy to do what their little distraction act.
But would I need the thaumaturgy part to kind of throw my voice? Throw it?
I mean, let us read prestidigitation because it is so versatile.
Yeah, but it doesn't. It's like sensory effects, light, cleaner soil and object, chill, warm, flavor up. A color, a small mark, a symbol, and a non-magical trinket. Nothing about sound. I could make a flash of light.
It does say
but I don't know if that
create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks,
Right.
a puff of wind, faint musical notes.
Faint musical notes. There you go. I do see that. Gotta dig. So yeah, Ariana's gonna like. Is there like some sort of like alleyway or something I can kind of direct them down, or some sort of building or something like that I can?
Sure.
So she's gonna like open her mouth, and instead of the sound coming out of her mouth, she kind of points that direction and makes it kind of like, instead of it coming from here, it's coming from over there, just and send it over that direction.
Okay, all right. Roll a performance for me.
Performs.
You should be good at that, Bard.
Yes, I am. 21.
Oh, no problem. So, you utter out musical notes, and they travel silently to your location before they finally pierce the audible range and is heard. Let's see how they react. You see them all stop in unison. And they all kind of try to shift, try to move their bodies excuse me, in the direction of the noise. And it's like when you're trying to force in an MMO an NPC off of their regular route. They're restricted. They want to move but they can't, and then they continue going in their triangle formation.
So the options are then attack them, get them out of the way, try to move around them without being seen or heard, or try to take an alternate route. And are they looking up? Are their eyes upward or downward?
They are, their heads are downturned, as they're just kind of just kind of very sunken body language. Everything's very, very heavy, very slouched, head kind of, down, kind of like just being a bleh. Words are hard.
Ariana's just gonna try to sneak around them and turn to Nardo and just very quietly, and then do her fingers walk.
And he has his weapon out carefully. But as you walk past, they do not give you any mind. They stop for a brief moment and kind of turn towards you and towards Nardo before they go right back into their routine. As you're heading towards the light, there's a light. We're gonna go and jump over to the lieutenant and Fell and the little girl. You guys are trying to make it back to the barracks in the center of,
No, we're hauling. We're yeah.
And while you're making your way the best route you can, you also see the bright flash. And the little girl, surprised by it, kind of just shakes a little bit in your arms, and she just whimpers.
What's your name, little one?
It's Sandy, short for Sandstonia.
Sandy, everything is going to be fine. We're going to get you some food, some comfort. We're going to get you some warm blankets.
Wait.
All you have to do is just hold on to me, and we're good. I'm going to stop for a second. I'm sorry.
Go for it.
I'm going to stop for a second and look at the flash.
So you see a classic diamond in the sky, floating up, beaming with bright light. Hey, what color light did you want this to be there, Velvet?
What color just says safety?
Green.
Safety. Orange, right? Orange is supposed to be the designated. I'm gonna go orange. I think orange is supposed to be designated safety color.
The orange alert is raised.
I'm just gonna mutter to myself, "It's got to be one of those idiots," and keep on moving. And I'm gonna now that I know, I'm just kind of as a sigh of relief, what are they doing? So I'm gonna move faster to the barracks so I can get back out to 10 dead bodies that I'll end up find posted to a wall somewhere. So that's my idea. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm gonna double dash. Nardo, we're heading out, and we're just gonna go as fast as we can. I'm gonna make sure that any kind of if I take a corner too hard, I'll put my body in head of it, so I'll protect Sandy the whole time.
And you're heading straight to the your little military base.
Yeah, that's exactly, and we know a route to get there, and we're heading there as fast as we can. I'm not even waiting for to look around. If something pops out, we're going to run past it. My goal is to get Sandy to the barracks.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an athletics and a survival check. Ooh.
The athletics was 16. Survival, not so good, 6.
So, nat 20 on athletics and an 8 on my survival.
Yeah.
So, you guys are running faster than what is wise.
Yeah.
Trying so hard to get this little girl to safety. You know, it's another orphan, you gotta bring back to the barracks. But when you are both charging along and you guys take a corner too fast, you abruptly stop because there's no way to move around the target because Arnold is there. Now, I would say its back is turned, except that there is no back to the creature. And as you both stop and take sight of it, it yells out, Arnold! And it's going to take a swipe. Cool. Awesome. Great. 5, 8, 7. As clamoring limbs, a couple arms and a leg come flailing out, multi-attacking at both you and Fell, and you're able to turn away, and the limbs fall flatly against your armored hide. As you shoulder away and protect the child, and Fell just just pulls his arms up, and he's just taking the hits and just staggers backwards, and there are no other zombies around it currently. It is just Arnold. Sorry to jump away from yours so fast. Wasn't expecting the all-out charge. Aaron. You finally lead your new gnome friend to the small little park, the small little oasis of nature in the city. And when you get there, there's like a handful of park benches that are just in a ring, like it's an octagonal type garden. There's a bench on for the walls, and there's some shrubberies around, and they all interconnect, and there's this one tree in the center. And there's grass here. There's a tree that looks plentiful and lush. You can actually see squirrels in the tree, and not like rotted, half skeletal squirrels or anything creepy, like actual animals. You actually spot the dog from earlier that was lapping up at the blood at the demolished tavern is in here now, like just sleeping comfortably, like underneath one of the benches. Whew, it's getting warm in here. Burning my brain up. And when you guys pass over it, the gnome actually makes like, he's surprised as hell. He's just bright-eyed. What? Where did this come from?
Do I recognize this? Have I been told about this?
No, it's just
area before.
No, it's just a park as far as you knew back in the day. And you see the gnome actually like get a sense of relief, but he's like puzzled. This looked like crap before we ran in here.
Yeah, yeah, cause I'm confused too, but it's kind of nice to be honest, because it was kind of like you see, it was very nice over there, but it's weird. And I take off my shoes, just kind of feel the grass, and I walk towards the tree. 1 second.
As you start to approach the tree, you're like, 1 second, and you turn around, the gnome is asleep. Just out like a light. Just past, like, curled up on the grass, not too far from the entrance. That you walked in, he said a few lines, you went deeper in, he went a few steps and went down.
Does he have any like weapons on him?
Do an investigation check.
Where are you, buddy? 15.
15. You notice that he doesn't necessarily have weapons, but he has a lot of surgical tools on him.
And I would recognize those from the guy. I'm gonna nicely just take those up and put him somewhere far away, just in case. I still don't know who this is. I don't know him personally.
So
just in case he made a big thing.
You started to approach the tree, and then you look behind. You saw that he's asleep, and you stop and you take a closer examination of him, and you go to leave, or to approach him and try to disarm him, when you hear a familiar sound. Not hearing it?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
It's cackling laughter.
Oh, okay.
And it draws your attention, and there's that crow, that raven that you saw way back at the farmhouse, the cackling raven.
I just stared and I was like, it's you.
And it flies down, pops onto the ground, kind of looks around, and it kind of bounces, does a little crow hop around the tree, and then out from behind the tree. Oof, how to describe this? Have you ever seen Howl's Moving Castle?
No, actually, I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Basically, you see what looks to be an orc, but there are massive feathers growing out of its body, like it's partial bird. It doesn't have any clothes on, doesn't have any items on him, and it's like one eye is still that of a corvid. And has the feathers mostly on one side of its face. It has feathers sprouting out from its elbows into a half wing, and its legs are meaty but still slightly digigrade bird-like, but they're like chicken legs but with a green skin over them. It's kind of a half and half.
Aaron freaks out, posts up, like, "What the hell are you?"
And as it pokes out and gets closer, it starts forming more and more into just a full-blown orc. But its one eye is still that of a bird.
Is it still naked?
Still naked.
I just stare at them like, here, take off my hood and cover up.
Your sense of
All right.
modesty amuses, unwoven one.
Well, if I want to fight you, I don't want to fight you naked.
A follower of the fist. I been watching you, little scrapper. You are not bound by fate anymore.
Uh,
And he starts like walking like around you, slowly pacing.
I'm still posted up, slowly, like my fists declenching slowly as he's still walking. He's like, I'm confused. What do you mean? I don't get what you're trying to tell me.
A thread fraying from the pattern. I see you. And he sits down on the bench and props up. Welcome to my grove. Few can see it. I have chosen you.
Why? And wait. You said this is your home?
It is
Your
now.
grove, right? Ooh. Sorry for coming into your house without, I wasn't, well,
You would not
still
be here if
weird.
I did not wish it.
They don't get it, but okay. I just start walking over to him and sit next to him on the bench, just like Forrest Gump, just like sitting there with. All right, so you're not like that one lady who tried to take me, right?
Of this I do not know.
Oh, there was one lady, and then just starts spilling the whole like first part. Like she tried to take me. I think she wanted to do something to me, and then
The
yeah.
sounds of your old life. You are
Yeah,
not
she
from here. You are not from any of here. Isn't that correct? As he does like a bird thing.
Yeah, like well, technically, I got it. What do you mean? Because I'm technically from here, unless you mean like I'm not from this current time, or just place wise. Yeah, I lived over there and point towards where my village used to be. Like, when I came here, so kind of, I don't know.
You are displaced, Woven One.
I am. That's true. Thing is, all right.
I
Why
love how
me?
open you are with this guy. Like, it's just like creepy as hell. And she's like, well, shit, alright, fuck.
Well, like at this point, he's like I'm just like, this doesn't make sense to him. So like, this gotta be something else. I don't know what's going on. Is this guy related to the dryad that I was messing with last time? Am I screw something up? Is this like? Then in his head, he's like, is this her dad? Is he trying to? Is he coming at me because is he mad at me? So I was like, you said I'm the chosen. You chose me, right? But why would you choose me? I
Because
don't get it.
you are unwoven from the great tapestry. Which means you have all the potential to change your fate.
Right.
I saw it in the
Yay.
scrying. I've had portents of things aren't right. I was imprisoned here long ago.
You were.
Yes, by the city that once was. During its downfall, I found my release.
Oh, at least that's good, I guess. But the people here aren't here anymore. That's the thing. Why is it? Well, I'm happy you're good, I guess.
I
But
am what I am. But the
what are
trick
you
is,
anyway?
I am Greybeak.
I I just stared at him like I'm still so confused. Like I don't know.
I am a
Keep-
druid. That was.
What's that?
I am friends with the land and the beast. In my youth,
So
I
he-
was a radical and imprisoned here. But when the city fell, I found my release. But then there was no one here to take care of the creatures still trapped here. So I have made this my home, my prison, my home.
It's a nice prison, I guess. It's not pretty. Like, why can't you go out? There's things. Why are you stuck here?
Who would take care
You
of
know-
them? And he just gestures to all the. You look around and they're like, it's like all the animals from the city. It's like a Snow White scene when you finally like look around and it's like this park is now full of animals. This is a sanctified land.
You know,
Nothing can harm us here.
cool. I guess. But if you were here, and after this whole thing, and you can do this thing, there's a place you could probably help out too, you know? And I point back to my home.
I am
That
helping.
there, you're just staying here. You're not doing anything.
To them, it is everything. And he gestures to his flock.
I just stand there confused, like, I don't get it. But they look happy, at least. Back to the whole fabric thing. You said that it would change something about myself. Is that what you're saying?
The past self walked one path. This self can walk any path. You and your compatriots. You are
Yeah.
outside the normal flow of things. You can make real change. But that is not my story
Right.
and not my path. I am here in my grove.
Okay. Can you teach me how to do something like this? Because I want to go home and make sure my home's normal again. It got burnt down a long time ago, and that my family and my people from my hometown have nowhere to live anymore. I need that back.
He reaches out and he just kind of taps you in the chest, and you feel an understanding where it's, do not try to fix what is gone. You should try to go back and undo what is done.
Isn't that the same thing?
You will understand with time and experience.
Okay.
And he kind of glances up. You should go soon. I believe your friends are waiting on you.
I can bring him here because seems like a safe place. Can I bring him here?
And you there's a flash of light as the kite flashes to life, and you turn away and you look, and you like you spotted the area, and you look back. There is no grove. There is no tree. There are no animals. And the gnome is there, like, come on! You wake up! Like, you've been staring off into nothing for a while now. Let's go! Did you see that?
I'm confused. What? You didn't see that? No, you were asleep.
What?
I mean, there was a thing, okay? Big bird thing.
No, it's a big
person.
fleshy man thing. That's what we're getting away from.
Yeah, and I just start running. Let's go with it. Think that's them. Let's go with it.
So you start running towards the light, and then in the distance you also hear, "Oh no!" Thalgris, Velvet. Am I going in the right order? Did I skip anyone, or am I doing this right? Okay. You're on the
You're
ground.
good. Yeah.
You're flying a kite.
As I, normally do in these situations.
You've set the beacon of Gondor.
I'm just gonna stay vigilant because again, I'm still pretty sure this is gonna cause something to happen to me. Maybe the zombies won't come, but I am, that thing had eyes, so I'm still pretty worried about Arnold.
Okay, go ahead and give me another performance roll to maintain your flight.
Lovely. 19.
19? Okay. No problem. Keeping it aloft, keeping it floating good. And give me a perception check. Or investigation.
Okay, that I can do. Okay, I was gonna say perception is where I'm gonna drop the ball, but a +5 I can handle, right? We can do this. All right, I guess I can't. Again, apparently worst investigator on earth. Boy, oh boy, is that a pretty kite? I mean,
It's so bright.
look at the craftsmanship.
You're like a moth. Just
that's an 8. That's an 8.
Yeah, the brightness of the kite is just kind of ruining what night vision you have as a human. So it makes it a little difficult. Thalgris, you are on the ground.
I try to speak and no words come out. I'm just fully winded. So I look up and I think what I'm trying to say towards Velvet.
Towards who?
Towards Velvet.
Oh, towards okay.
And he would hear in his mind, that hurt. Is anyone coming? Do I need to move?
You're
I can
clear.
respond by thinking, right?
What?
I can respond by thinking, right? I can think. Is this a two-way radio here? No, can't. Okay.
Is this message?
No. This is a psionic ability.
Oh.
So, well, seeing as I don't know that, I was gonna assume that Velvet doesn't know that, and I'm not gonna respond to him in real time. I am going to just think my response to that, whatever my response may be. I'm just gonna keep admiring this kite because apparently I'm really into it. So,
I'll let you re-roll a perception check as the shout of Arnold hits the skies.
promise you, I'm gonna stay staring at this stupid kite. I'm too bad a private investigator as we have established.
Thalgris, you may roll as well.
All right. Here's a. I take that back. I not only know where this man is, I know the exact place in time and space in which he resides. Nat 20 +5.
And I got an 11.
B-13, you sunk my battleship. So Thalgris, you hear it, but you cannot determine which direction, laying, prostrate on your back. But yeah, the shout is heard, and Velvet, you snap your eyes over, and you can just see the tail end of Nardo running around the corner, obviously following Wolf or Lieutenant, as You could just see like
Oh.
over the top of the first story building, some limbs moving about frantically.
I think found him because again, I'm 100% positive he can hear everything I'm thinking. And I guess because I also think that he heard that, I start booking it in that direction.
All right, give me
On rooftop, which does mean athletics,
Okay,
correct?
I was gonna say for jumping from one rooftop to another, it is athletics. If you wish to drop to the ground, it'll be
Right.
acrobatics.
You already
Yeah,
burnt your
no.
good roll, so this could be bad.
Yeah, this is also a -1, so here we go.
You ever seen a building kill a wizard?
All right,
As
so what
you-
kind of damage do I take here?
It's 1d6 per 10 feet of falling damage.
Anyways, I just hit a 5, so let's. Wee.
You take 5 points of falling damage.
Yeah, lovely.
As you land. Wait. Let's just see how bad.
Yes.
I rolled a nat 20. You land on Thalgris.
Lovely.
You're
I
already
think-
small, but that hurt.
I think. Sorry.
This is starting to get me a little bit upset, so I'm gonna try my best to get up off the ground, and I'm just gonna start storming towards whatever direction I think works.
All right, give me a quick athletics check to chuck the wizard.
A wizard chucking roll.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 chucks the wizard. So
He throws me back up on the
you,
roof.
you fall to the ground, and now it's like you're back on top of his back, just, and then he just pushes you up that you're like whoop, upstanding. And he gets up and he dusts himself off, and you charge in a direction.
Yep, just wherever way, which seems right to
All
me.
right, give me a rando roll 20. I'm going to roll one as well, and we'll see how good how close we get to each other.
4.
18. Okay. So you start charging off in the direction that you think you last saw Aaron. So it's away from the sound of Arnold, but it is in the direction of where you believe Aaron was last. And Velvet, you see him just push you up, gets up, dusts himself off, and just start power walking in a direction you're unsure of.
Anything's in my way of debris, I'm chucking it. I'm not even walking around it or climbing over it. It's just getting shoved.
Okay, so I'm thinking, where are you going? Clearly, I am taking the silence in my head as him ignoring me. And I'm now conflicted because I know Arnold is to my one direction, and he
It's more
is in
in
the
sync.
other. I cannot fight. I've established that I'm mildly a coward. So it kind of looks like he's running away from danger. He is the only companion I have had in the last day.
The amount of noise that Thalgris is making as he's charging ahead of you and you're following in the wake of him, crushing debris and throwing crates and barrels out of his way and kicking, a random chicken. Just not too many times or else a horde will show up. You then notice that there are forms starting to gather along the periphery of your location. Certain shambling masses starting to get drawn towards your locale.
Okay, so if I go with him, I'm fighting hordes of zombies. If I go the other way, I have to fight. Oh man. all I heard was Arnold, and I did see
You saw
the lieutenant,
you know
right?
exactly. Yeah, you know exactly where Arnold is, and you saw where Lieutenant, or at least you saw where the lieutenant's mook was.
I've never met Lieutenant. Do I recognize that he's
Oh, you're
military?
right.
Nor-
You didn't meet the
Oh,
lieutenant.
that's right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you just
Do I
see-
recognize him as military?
Yes, you recognize him as runic military, and you also recognize the. Oh crap, Lieutenant! Do you remember what race we gave Nardo?
You said human.
Okay, the human. Yeah, you saw a bulky humanoid, and then just a human, but the humans who you mostly spotted who went around the corner. But you can tell that they were people because they moved with alacrity.
How
long? I'm sorry. I'm going to ask. How long have you been in the city?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
While.
Okay. So also on their tabards, they have the eye because we put our tabards back on. So we're full. We're like full pressed. We're not like the slacker crew you saw. Like we're like the real deal. So you saw at least him with the full tabard, all
Okay.
dressed. Yeah.
And I believe the
Right.
eye was just like an armband to let
Yeah.
let the.
So I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, follow the Dragonborn, who seems to be running away from danger but attracting a horde, or run to the legit military who is fighting one fleshy boy. Then that military might mean more military, so we could save the Dragonborn, who can maybe sometimes fly, but not right now. I think I'm going for military. I think I'm gonna go military. I'm gonna book it towards the military.
So you just veer off and away from Thalgris and head towards the military units fighting Arnold, as you saw.
Yes, but I also want to help Thalgris in any way that I can, because I don't think he's aware of the horde he's attracting. So as I'm running, I'm gonna cast my thaumaturgy randomly while running.
Or you mean
So
prestidigitation?
hopefully, prestidigitation randomly as I'm running to hopefully make little pops and bangs in places so I can spread out the horde that's following him.
Okay.
Like, 60 feet to my left, pop, 60 feet to my right, bang, 60 feet to my right behind me, pop, and I'm going to do that as I'm running towards him.
All right.
So, I'll be attracting, yeah.
Give me a survival check. Thalgris, what would you like to do while he's do you say anything to him, by the way, or you just like start making fizzle pops and just book it and don't say shit to Thalgris?
I think in my head, don't worry, I got you.
Perfect.
So Ariana's
Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad, dude. That's a nat one. I don't know what's about to happen to me, but I'm pretty sure I'm setting these off at my feet. Dude, it's over.
So
I am the shittiest PI to ever live.
as you are running down and you're trying to make your way, and everyone is now kind of like on this weird trajectory, kind of all mishmashing around each other, and serendipitously, as you're like, pop, bang, zim, wow, other onomatopoeia, you're popping them off literally in the vicinities of your teammates, which you are unaware of.
Man.
So, Aaron, you and the gnome are like, what the hell? Like, there's nothing here, but there was a grove. And then, pop, and there's some light and fizzle and sound. Like, what the hell?
Oh, God damn it.
Wolf, you hear pop, zam, like, behind you while you're in the middle of the fight. It's, like, distracting. You're like, oh, God, you're being attacked from behind by something now. Ariana, you and Fel had just bypassed the 3 zombies that were walking in a triangle and had just started to sneak away when pop zing pops right next to this group, like between you and the group, as they all actually stop and their heads actually stop and turn to look at you in the direction that the pop came from. You are all now all the zombies in the area are aware of all your presences, is what has happened.
Great.
Baggage.
So, Velvet, that's what you did while running to the aid of the lieutenant.
Yeah, dude.
And
If I tried to help Thalgris, I've single-handedly screwed this entire team.
He's not even baggage. He's the baggage you take that you think is carry-on size, but is actually just like 3 inches too long, and then the flight attendant makes you check it anyway. That's this man.
I went to grab my sack lunch, and instead I grabbed the sack of poo for the neighbor's porch.
But look, just know that in my heart, I'm helping so much right now.
Thalgris,
And in my head, Thalgris knows that. In my head, Thalgris knows.
you've charged ahead, and just making all that noise, you don't even notice, like, Velvet behind you walking away. Like, just veering off course, until all of a sudden it's like a firecracker goes off, like, to the right of you. And you turn to look, and you see, like, a couple of bodies that are just, like, laying down in, like, one of the streets, just, like, start to sit up and set up and start to, like, get up onto their feet. And they haven't locked eyes, but they're facing your direction.
This is when I'm going to do my original plan, because that one worked in my head, and I'm going to call out at the loudest of my voice with thaumaturgy. And I'm going to keep running in the direction I'm going.
Would you like to roll, let's see, intimidation or performance or...
They all have -3, so well, let's just see what happens.
If it's all the same, roll it.
I mean, I rolled a 17, so that's a 14.
Okay. 3, 4, 4, 1, 12, 6, 17. So, you shout out this large bellowing scream, and all of the lesser zombies, like, in the area are turning towards your direction. The ones that you already made contact with, just seem like they're now have a little bit more, fire under their ass. They're shambling a little faster. And the big Arnold is starting to shift and clamor it towards that direction.
I'm going to hold an action. I'm going to wait until as many zombies as I think I can get around me.
Okay. We're going to come back to you. That's yum. Let's see. Ariana. And it's you and Nardo. You just passed the trio, and the trio looked up at you, and it looked like they were about to break their programming and start to, like, walk off of their triangle. And as they all, like, start to, like, move forward, the shout from the side distracts them all. And they continue walking in a triangle.
I don't understand this, but that shout sounded like Thalgris.
Oh,
let's head that way.
Yes, ma'am. And he comes just trekking after you. He is leaving a bit of a trail of flour. Because he's just, like, running with the bag now, like, just under his arm, and you already tore it open, and it's just spilling out behind him.
Yeah, Ariana's booking it to Thalgris, because she heard the Arnold, and now she's like, oh shit, Now Thalgris is screaming. What the hell is happening? Like, running.
Okay. Give me a survival check to navigate.
Oh. 4.
Okay. So you start booking it in the direction that you think you hear Thalgris. And you're running full bore, and you got Nardo just falling on your tail. When all of a sudden, you trip over something. You clamber over and you fall, and you sit up, and you look at what you tripped over, and there's this small man with, a kind of a bulbous nose. He's got a little bit of like tuft of hair on top, and he's kind of got like a messy ramshackle, or not ramshackle, but like patchwork clothes all together. And he's like, "Ah, god damn it!" And you look over and you see, like, standing near him, it like just right like between the buildings, like on the move, is Aaron.
Aaron!
What was that?
I don't know. I heard Thalgris shout. Who are you?
I'm in
Tripping
pain.
hazard? She like stands up and helps the little guy up. Where did that scream come from? We have to find Thalgris.
Wait, like the scary scream or like the monster scream?
I mean, Thalgris is kind of a monster, so you're not really helping me here.
Not very nice, but kind of true.
Ah!
Not the slap, Mr. What do we call him? Mr. Slappy Hands? Not him. The other one.
Yeah. Well, let's go over there then. I got some questions that I need answered. I need both of you. Go.
Ah! So 4 of the party members are back together. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da. And just for expediency, let's see. We got Ariana and them met up with Aaron Turnbuckle. Okay, so Lieutenant.
Yeah.
You are face to face with the creature. It's slapped all over you and fell. And then pop, you're being attacked from behind, and you turn to look behind you, and you see this human in a long like robe/coat, monocle and staff, come just booking it right towards you guys.
And do I hear this? Did I hear the do I hear the algorithm?
Yes,
like,
yes.
I know the
then,
algorithm, so I hear that.
And then yes, you as you turn and you're like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, and you can tell it is a dragonborn, like it is a draconic shout. You recognize that, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. So, what I'm going to do? Crap! I know what I have to do. I was like, Sandy, you're in for a treat, and I'm going to take off. Like, was it with Fel? I was like, we got to go, and I'm gonna try to disengage from Arnold.
That was the word I wanted to hear.
And I am going to light up my eyes, so I'm going to rage, and what's going to happen is when I rage, my eyes go ice blue, and again I bellow too. So there's another like, rah! And I'm headed out.
All right, roll.
So that's what I'll do. My bonus action. Yep.
Yeah, roll your intimidation or performance.
It's gonna be intimidate.
And Velvet.
Yeah.
So you run up and you're like, oh, there's help. Perfect. And
23.
So Velvet, you run up and you were like, oh, perfect. There's help. Like, pop, pop, pop. Ugh, crap. I didn't help very much, but I made it. And then both of them, we gotta go. And they just book it at like double speed away from you and the creature. And he's just while running and carrying a child. And Thalgris and everyone else, you hear a mirrored shout, answer yours. But how do the undead react to it? So all the zombies were like, oh, 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 ah, oh. Little thriller action. And so you've divided their forces. They're now split going into two directions. The one you are headed towards the other. So it's starting, you're starting to put the swarms together is what it's starting to kind of look like. But after much
Glad I can
running,
help.
and you are faster than undead, and you are faster than the flesh golem, you should be able to make it to them in time. Velvet, do you give chase?
They're they were my only plan, so yeah, I have no choice but to chase them. That was it. That was the end of my plan, was the military. So yeah, I'm now chasing the angry lizard man who just raged in front of me. On the top 10 list of things I want to do to stay alive. So yeah, I am now chasing him.
So the scene pretty much is Thalgris gets himself into a nice clearing area, trying to lure as many of the undead around him as possible, to possibly use his clerical abilities to maybe turn them away from himself. He shouts and bellows a mighty challenge to the undead in the surrounding area. Their ears perk to his call as they start to circle around towards his position. The call also pulls Ariana and Turnbuckle, as well as Fitzgibbon, as they all turn to where the shout is, and they start meandering their way, or not meandering, but they start moving their way between the buildings, converging on the same spot. A matching billowing call further north, as another wave of zombies are now following this mighty call, as you have one dragonborn running down, one human running down, and one flimsy wizard trailing after as hard as he can. Just like, ah! 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 When you get and when you converge to the clearing, you're all there. And it looks like one of the city squares. You are actually at the source of where the black billowing smoke was from. And there appears to be a gallows, and there is a crispy critter, a crispy person, hanging from the gallows, just constantly billowing smoke up into the sky. And all of you can hear the gnawing, the clawing, the scraping, the moaning, as the undead are beginning to converge on your open air location.
From where they are around us, I'm going to wait until the last moment. Let's say they're around 20, 30 feet away from us.
Closing
and then I'm gonna pull out my holy symbol, and I'm gonna say a prayer to Shah, just reaching out for her. If she's ever looked out for us, now's the time. And I'm gonna use my channel divinity to turn undead.
All right. Do I need to roll? Is that a charisma saving
That's
throw?
it's a wisdom saving throw from every undead within 30 feet.
And what do I need to beat?
12, because it's 8 plus proficiency plus my wisdom.
Okay. This horde starts to circle in, and you bring up your holy symbol from your vestments. And what does the symbol look like again?
It's a black disc, a circle shape with a purple ring around the outside.
Simple, satisfying. And you raise it up above you, and you turn undead. And a flash of writhing purple and black light spread out in all directions. Like imagine a flower blooming, but all of its petals were made of smoke. Is how it billows out. And as the shadowed light passes over the undead, that you see a black inkiness kind of wash over them, and they almost look paler than normal, and their jaws dislocate as they begin to moan and scream up into the sky. Many of them like lash out at themselves and clutch and pull off at skin as they then cower away and like run into, like they trample into like the nearest building, the nearest barrel, like literally like one just runs up to a barrel and falls into it, trying to avoid this dark light. Just anything to obscure the vision of it, getting anything between them and this holy light that burns at them. There's only 3 that seem to withstand it, and they kind of wash back and then pull forward. And then the earth begins to tremble. And I think we might call it here at 9 o'clock. How you guys all feeling? Was that chaotic, crazy enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right. You're right.
Did you have fun, most importantly?
Yes.
Yes.
Too confusing?
I
I mostly just wanted to set mood and make things hectic.
Well, you worked.
Be a god.
I did good.
So many bad rolls, Velvet. Oh, my buddy. I am so sorry.
Dude, my god. I mean, when I've had I mean, I guess it was mixed because it was like I would have like a roll I swear to God, I didn't roll anything between 10 and 18. Like it was only like incredibly high guaranteed to pass or incredibly low guaranteed to fail miserably. Like there was no in between.
Your dice were min-maxing.
Yeah, well, D&D Beyond needs to get it together, dude. I just wanna help my team. Not
One more thing
kill
before
us
we
all.
finish.
Yeah.
Lieutenant, you got to tell us a better name than that.
Well, is that when we're like right as the
Shaking.
wait? Hold on. I'll go. Yes, my name is and cut to black.
No, cut to the title screen. Invincible.
Oh, man. Oh, that's good. So everyone can level. Well, except for Lieutenant, who's already level 5,
yeah.
but everyone who's level 4 can move up to level 5.
Sure. Do I deserve it? Let's be honest with ourselves.
Well, you did. Look, you made probably in the game. You probably made the most important high roll of the entire game. You could possibly was that perception check.
Oh, to find out where you were?
Yeah, and then to get everything going. Absolutely.
Oh, I was gonna say, then for you to completely ignore me once you.
Well, no, but like that. I mean that correct. I mean, I'm being dead honest. That corrected everything that we had done wrong up until then. That perception roll was the catalyst to get everything back on track. So that I'm saying that you get MVP status if there is.
Oh, hooray!
Ariana, would you like the stats on your cloak?
Yes, please.
So you will not be able to use this yet until your rest, but I wanted to at least give you guys the heads up now. It is a doppelganger's cloak. Once per day, as a bonus action, you can turn invisible and move 5 feet, all while leaving a clone of yourself which replicates anything you do for the next minute. Any attacks against your clone cause it to disappear and you are revealed.
That's awesome. That's so cool. I'm gonna use the hell out of that.
And what Nardo got was the bag of unlimited flour, exactly as it sounds. The flour vanishes after an hour outside the bag.
That's hilarious.
Really? Oh wow.
Well, what's funny is, like, I didn't know how much more chaotic and lost you guys were going to get, and so I had him, like, leaving a trail of flour everywhere he was running, so in case you guys, keep getting separated, depending. But yes, and now, hey, you guys had always been kind of struggling for food, and now you guys can practice baking.
Rico! All we just need is the rest, like yeast, flour, sugar. We got flour.
When you mimed his character eating the flour and being disgusted, my first thought is he's dead. I don't know what. I was like, when you mimed it, I was like, he just killed him. I don't know why he did it, but he just killed him. I was like, that's poisonous. He is dead. It is over.
With cocaine.
No, what threw me off this session was I want a giant named Arnold. Like, how do I fit that into this campaign right now? All right, how about a giant flesh golem? You didn't say what type of giant.
There were 2 more redemptions after that.
There was. Yes, there was. We thought you could. The Corey was a redemption, so we thought Sandy was going to be named Corey.
Oh,
Corgi, and then we got. You tell him, Sticks.
Yeah, I redeemed a name and it was turquoise. So I thought Aaron's patron was gonna be
named Turquoise.
Okay, so hey, I finally fit in the Stephen La Demon.
Yes, you did.
Like, it took me a bit. Stephen La Demon's Emporium of gems and antiquities. Okay, so I have to name someone turquoise that isn't turquoise. Thanks a lot, Sticks. Okay, and what's the other one I gotta do now?
Corgi.
I gotta name someone Corgi. Well, she does have parents that we need to talk about, so cool. It'll be Turk and Corgi, the parents of Sandy. Okay, well, we should probably wind this down for the night. Did you guys want to give any shout-outs to what you're working on right now before we sign off?
No.
Like, hi, I'm Harvey Barrel. Not only do I run the Gateway Wars, I also am part of a podcast called the Afterworlds Podcast, a post-apocalyptic improv comedy. I'm also part of the Role-Playing Grenade Podcast, another role-playing podcast.
There you go.
I do things.
There we go.
So other than being here, the only other thing I'm really working on in depth right now is I am on Sins of the Father, a 5e podcast about kids looking for their missing fathers. Every fight feels like it might be the end. These kids are scrappy and they are assholes and they are lovely. And I urge you to check it out. We've got some really talented voice work on it. We've got an interesting story. It's compelling. I edit it, so it's it's good. And that's me. If you want to find me, follow me. You can find me on Twitter at Marlo Bogwitch, I think. God, I haven't plugged that in a while. Yeah, at Marlo Bogwitch on Twitter. That's Bogwitch with 2 G's. Thanks.
I actually do have something to plug. I almost forgot. Wolfskin75. I'm here on FeatherFall Tabletop and also on the Discord channel. I am very shortly starting there's a Sunday game, Cyberpunk Red, which we're actually starting. So that's going to be really kind of fun. It's not, if you kind of even have an inkling to it, it's going to be for a little while. So, join. I'll be doing that creatively here soon.
I'm doing something in the future with Character Animator and Smash, the Spirit of Knowledge. I haven't gotten far enough in it to brag about it, so I'll just say that and have you be like, why would he fucking say that if he's not going to give us anything else? So, yeah, be aware.
I would like to do a shout out for I want to do a shout out for the Oddball Show. Thanks, Steven, for gracing us on the show and making Arnold.
Yeah.
Oh, and the wolf died.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Corgi.
Wolf.
Oh, you want Corgi. That's right.
Wolf
Thank
died.
you, Stephen.
I want to corgi. Yeah.
Any other plugs, anyone?
I don't have anything to plug right now, but just keep watching us and have fun, just like we are.
Aw.
We enjoy you guys watching.
Aw. Well, thanks, everyone. Once again, FeatherFall Tabletop presents The Gateway Wars, brought to you by Skull Splitter Dice and Found Familiar Coffee. And always great thanks to Billy Zed and Two Socks, my patrons if I was a warlock. And Smash, we'll miss you. Hopefully you're here next time. All right, everyone. Say goodbye. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Didn't program a wave animation.
Next time.